big one is universal credit is paid monthly. So that means it's paid on the same date every month. A lot of people get confused between 4 weekly and calendar monthly. Calendar monthly is different because some months have 5 weeks in the month. So you'll get a payment date. They'll say, right, okay, your universal credit payment date is the 1st of the month or the 15th of the month. And it means that it will be easier for you. If you have a bank account with a direct debit facility, it will be easier for you to pay your bills, because whereas you may not have been able to before, you can set up a direct debit with your gas and electricity provider or any company who you regularly pay money out to. You can pay them on the same date each month, much like anybody would who was in work and paid monthly. So although it may seem quite scary, there are benefits to receiving money on a monthly basis, and it is easier in a lot of ways to manage your money. Another big change with universal credit is the way that it's calculated. They have something called assessment periods, which you get paid every month, and they will tell you at the job centre the beginning and the end of your assessment period, and it's a calendar month. And in that assessment period, they will wait to see what money you receive, and any money that you receive from either from paid employment, or it could be a tax rebate, any source of income that you get in that calendar month will affect your entitlement. And at the end of the assessment period, there's a week, and in that week, that's when the job centre calculate what you're entitled to based on any money you've received in that month. So after your assessment period ends, there's a week, and then at the end of that week, that's your pay date, and it will always follow that pattern. You should start to, after a few months, if you've got fluctuating income, you'll start to notice how it all works, and you'll be able to estimate how much universal credit you're likely to get. Another big change with universal credit is it's all online. So you have an online account which is set up when you make a claim, and the front page it's all to do with payments, and it will break down on the front of each page your entitlements, and in a similar way to if you are currently in receipt of a benefit, you'll receive an award letter that will say you've got this element and your entitlement at the bottom, and it will break it all down for you. It's similar with universal credit. You'll have a personal element that everybody gets. You may have a child element if you've got children, and then you've got a housing costs element if you pay rent to a landlord and you're claiming towards your housing costs. So you'll be able to see on your front page of your universal credit online account what you're entitled to and what that's made up of. So that's your main source of information for if you're applying for like free school meals or council tax reduction. You won't have a letter anymore because it's all online, but you'll be able to show them a screen print of your online account. So that's the first part, is the main front screen, but then you'll have some tabs along the top, and there'll be a to-do list. On the to-do list, that's where the job centre will contact you to say, you need to do this, you need to provide this information, you need to attend this appointment, you may need to provide proof of your housing costs or your childcare fees. They will give you a to-do, and you'll get, in most cases, a text, some cases an email, to let you know that there's an entry added onto your online account, so you can go in and check it and see what you need to do. So that's the to-do list, but then also there's another tab along the top which is the journal, and that's your tool to be able to speak to the job centre. So if you've got a question about your payments or your entitlement or finding work, or you need some help with your CV or anything that the job centre would usually help you with, you don't have to call up and wait on hold for a long time anymore. What you can do once you're on universal credit and you've got an online account, put a message on there and they'll get back to you with a response.